Hiya bestie, how's it going? So I've done quite a lot of DIY sort of cash envelope and savings challenges videos. And like, obviously I sell budgeting items. You can buy stuff from me. However, sometimes we don't quite have the money to make that happen. So sometimes we want to do stuff a little bit on the cheap so that we can get stuff to get us started. So that when we are further along on our budgeting journey, we can then get some nice stuff. But at the very, very start, it's very, very difficult. And I definitely know that pain of just not really having nice stuff at the start. So that's why I do this DIY series, to show you how to do stuff on the cheap. So we've done stuff where I've bought stuff from other shops and stuff like that, but a lot of the time I've showed you how to make a cash envelope and we've used a laminator. The laminator I got is from Amazon, super cheap, but sometimes we don't even have that sort of money. So on a previous video, and I do read my comments by the way, I don't always reply to my comments just because there's a lot of them, but one of my comments a while ago on one of my videos was, can you use a hair straightener instead of a laminator? And I thought, oh, that is such a genius idea. So I've got these are my hair straighteners. They are dirty, don't judge me, like, don't judge me. But mine are GHDs. I don't know how hot they get, but I know for sure that they definitely get hotter than a laminator. So we're gonna test that today and see how it works. So what we got here is one of my pink paisley cash envelopes, and she is an absolute beaut. And I would say that this is, you know, a really good example of a well-made cash envelope. So it's got nice thick laminating pouch. It's double laminated. Like, it's a really good sort of example of what I'd consider a really good example of a cash envelope. So today we're going to use the same materials and make a cash envelope, but instead of a laminator, we're going to skip that step and try to use hair straighteners. So I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's either going to be a short but sweet one, or it's going to be a long one with trials and tribulations, but let's get into it and let's talk about the materials that we have. So first of all, we have got this. This is a professionally printed laminated piece of paper. So you could just print this off from your home and maybe laminate it or not laminate it. But it would just be like, you know, a bit of scrapbook, a bit of newspaper, a bit from a magazine, something like that. And the dimensions are the same dimensions that I always do. It's 17 by 9. We've got laminating pouches. This is an A5 one, and this is 240 microns. So that's the outside one. And then we've got a window. So this is thinner. This is 150, I believe. But I suppose any laminating pouch would work. So we've got that. We've also got one of these, and this is, you know, they're grubby because I use them all the time. It's a laminating pouch carrier, and it's made out of the same stuff that like what you put like in a toaster or something like that. They're really good at heat resistant, and they sort of keep everything flat. And the reason why is because I don't want to ruin my hair straighteners. They're ruined enough as it is, but I don't want to ruin my hair straighteners. If you don't have this, you could use like a folded over piece of paper, or even better, some grease-proof paper. So let's get into making this cash envelope. So we all know, if you've seen any of my vlogs, how to make a cash envelope. So here's the laminating pouch here. And I'm going to put the window in here. Doesn't have to be precise or exact. And then I've got the window here. So just one, and it is tacky side up. So there it is there. I put that in, and then that is that. That's it done. So I'm going to pop that inside this carrier, and then that's literally all you need to do to make a cash envelope. So the next step is to bring out these, and I'm going to turn them on and wait until they're ready to go.
A few moments later.
Okay, that's them done. So my suspicion is that it will work because they get hotter than a laminator. So my suspicion is that it will work, but like, will you get like the same sort of quality? It isn't easy to do, I wouldn't say, because you have to go, it's really, okay, right. The thing about this, really hot. I don't, now that I'm thinking about it, am I going to be able to get consistent heat across it? I can hear it sizzling. It's sort of making the hairs on my back of my neck stand on end, but I can you hear that? Okay, I know I'm not ruining my I think what it is because it's so difficult to keep flat. It's so warm. Right, attempt this at your own risk, besties. I think what it is, because it's so warm, it's going really hot, but also because I can't keep it flat, it's making air bubbles, and that's what's popping. So I'm just going to go across the bottom one last time. Oh, it is really warm, bestie. This is like, maybe use oven gloves when you're doing this thing, for sure. Ow, ow. Okay, right, that's it done, turning these off. Okay, we're 7 minutes into this video and here's the reveal. Okay, right, let's talk about this. I think this was a worthwhile experiment, but you can see bubbles. I haven't caught everything either, so this bit at the bottom, maybe I can quickly go over while it's cooling down. So we can see a like quick swipe. This is not, this is not straight. It is not a nice envelope whatsoever, but we're going to stick with it and we're going to cut it out and see how it forms. It feels firm as stone, but you can see, like, hopefully you can see the sort of, it hasn't been able to be straight. So because of that, it has puckered and bubbled, but also I think it was just genuinely too hot. So here's my guillotine. Let's cut this, let's give this a fair chance of being a cash envelope. It just seems like it just feels melted, which I guess that's what it is. So it doesn't feel very nice. I'm just trimming this out to the same dimensions that I always do for all of my cash envelopes, and we're going to open it and see how it functions. Okay, so here it is, moment of truth. Does it open? It does. It has destroyed this. So as I thought, this has now got texture in it. So the original lamination that I got done on this, that has melted, which has meant that, can you see, it's transferred it through. So there's like really thick, like yeah, it does not look good at all. So let's, for the sake of it, let's hole punch her and let's compare her against what I would consider a professionally made cash envelope. So here's the like source, what we'd call it, like the best one, and this is what we've done with a good hair straightener. And yeah, she's not looking good at all. Do not use a hair straightener. It's very hot, quite dangerous as well. You're not going to get incredible results either. Obviously this is the first time I was doing it. If you were doing it potentially with something that wasn't laminated on the inside, so maybe something from a magazine or potentially like newspaper, something like that, it probably wouldn't transfer like that. But there's no way you're not going to get this sort of buckling, ridging, puckering out of the way. So I think this was a worthwhile experiment, but it certainly will never replace a laminator. So, you know, going forward in DIYs, I'll try out other stuff. Going forward, a laminator is best, and the laminators I use truly are the best. So would you use this cash envelope even if it cost you nothing? Because it works. You can put money in there. Like, let's try it with a placeholder. Like, it works. It functions. Is it nice? Absolutely not. But yeah, that's that. So I would love to know, would you use that cash envelope? Like, would you actually use that envelope? Because she's a bit of a mess, bestie. Hi guys, gals and non-binary pals. I know it's early, but thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. You know I love it when you get through to the end of the video. Please give this video some love. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you are going to comment, please use this emoji. This whole video was based off of a request for me to try something out, and you know what, she fully flopped, but I love trying out these things. So have you got an idea that you'd like me to test out? I mean, I'm not about to put cash envelopes into a microwave or an oven, but if there's like something else you'd like me to try, let me know in the comments down below, and if it's safe, I will give it a go, bestie. Have you considered becoming a channel member or a patron? Patrons get exclusive content, sneak peeks, and significant discounts off my Etsy store. Channel members get early access to every single video. In fact, they've seen this video long before you have, bestie. If you like the sound of those perks and you like the sound of me, have a look at the links in the description. You will not regret it, bestie. That's all we have for today, but until the next video, I would like you to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and have a wonderful budget. Always remember, don't trust Ira. And bestie, I'm gonna leave you with the I Tried playlist. This is all of my DIYs. It's where I've tried stuff out that, you know, sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Obviously today was a flop, but you know, we've got some other experiments here, bestie.